Moving on with more members of Congress, here is Julie Johnson, Democrat from Texas, another member of the freshman class. Good evening. Your reaction to the president's speech?
I thought it was just atrocious. It was a full lie to the American people. What he represented about our economy was absolutely false. And it was just very disheartening to see the President of the United States not be truthful with the American people.
What concerned you the most? Pick 2 or 3 items that you heard.
Well, his lies about the economy and what his tariffs are going to do. The stock market has already tanked at several thousand points. You know, people's 401k plans are already going down. He's not creating jobs. He's firing employees willy-nilly without any regard for American families. And I'm very concerned about what he plans to do on Medicaid. He's not making our country healthier. He's making our country less safe.
Tell us about your constituents right now and what you are hearing from them.
Oh, they're very upset about DOJ. They're very upset about the invasion of their personal privacy. They're very upset about just the rogue cancellation of various governmental programs. They're very concerned about Medicare and the nation and the safety of our nation, our foreign policy. We're abandoning our democratic allies in the world, and it's very concerning to a lot of people.
You serve on the Foreign Affairs Committee and Homeland Security, correct? What did you hear in the president's speech that's related to your future work on those committees and your reaction to what he had to say?
Well, I thought it was absurd that he plans to just unilaterally co-opt the Panama Canal and the country of Greenland. I mean, that's just outrageous behavior, and it's not how American diplomacy works in the world.
You were part of our freshman series. We interviewed a large group, almost all of the freshman members of Congress over the last many weeks. And one thing we talked about was the fact that you are known back in Texas, when you were in the House in Texas, of being able to reach across the aisle and work with people on the other side. When you look across the aisle here in Congress, what do you see?
I see a mixed bag. I see people who are so entrenched in the far right of their party that they're not reachable. But I see people who are trying to figure out their way. But I also see friends on the other side of the aisle. I see people who I've had conversations with, people who I've tried to work with, and I think that we can find some pathways forward. I see a little bit of everything.
I should ask, too, about your concerns about a government shutdown. What do you see happening in the next week and a half?
Well, it doesn't seem like we have any agreements on the horizon, but it's the Republicans' control. They control all 3 chambers. If the government shuts down, it's their fault.
Representative Julie Johnson, Texas, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Have a good evening.